Lost in this hazy room, the darkness surrounds. Pulsating beats electrify the ground. I feel the energy, it's flowing through my veins.
Hey guys, what's up? It's April with the Phoenix Collective, a group of like-minded individuals dedicated to the process of self-actualization. Okay, we're clearing out our subconscious and bringing all of our programs and pattern rings and trauma to the light. Okay, in order to rediscover our authentic self. Once we have all those programs and patterns, all those things everyone says is bad about us exposed, we can then harness it into our greatest strengths. All right. So we are definitely uncovering our childhood dreams and leaving space to fill up and magnetize the life of our dreams to us. Yeah, you're looking good, collective. Yeah, I can see you from all the way over here. Shining bright. Welcome. Um, it's another beautiful day on the prairie. My name is April. I'm an intuitive and tarot card reader. I read cards in 4 different positions. I always start in the past, and it's this energy that you can claim the reading. All right. If it feels like your energy, you're either on one side of it or other. And I call the other side of the cards the cross watcher side. And that's just if you are still manipulating and calculating. My readings are geared towards my high vibes, those that are actually taking the fearless journey internal inside of ourselves to self-heal in order to lift the consciousness to a higher vibration. All right. We're kind of fighting the evil out there and the darkness and just restoring the balance. All right. But my cross watchers maybe are a little bit still asleep. Yeah, they're tired. And if you find yourself in this position, okay, still reacting out of fear and manipulation for your own personal gains, this reading's also for you because you can change shit, okay? It's never too late to start. So I'm here to guide you as well, okay? And then we go into the subconscious, and in the subconscious, that's just all the programs and patterns and our internal world that is affecting our external world. So it's the way we interact with the world around us. All right. It's that metacognitive part, the unseen. We're bringing it alive through tarot. Okay. And I also look at the 5D angelic realm and see what angels are guiding us, because we all have guides, ancestors, angels, a team of badass beings of light that are here to guide us. And we need to communicate with these folks. They're right next to us. They're right behind us. They're right in front of us. And they're knitting and they're twiddling their thumbs and playing tic-tac-toe with each other, because until we start and invite them into our life, they're going to let us have our free will. But the minute we start connecting with them, the more powerful your connection will be, especially as you start dealing with your shadow and doing your shadow work, because then we get rid of all that resistance to the life of our dreams. We get rid of all the mind fuckery around us, and we really can be guided by our connection and the downloads that are given to us from the 5D. So this is a beautiful journey, and I'm so glad that you're here, that we take all of this knowledge of the past and what's in the subconscious, and we look at the here and now and the most likely outcome in the future if you stay on the path that you're on. But here's the good news. Yeah, because we have free will, and we have personal empowerment, and we have the ability to change our outcome. We can change that path if we don't like it. So if you're on the other side of the cards and you're not liking where this journey is taking you, yeah, it's time for you to step up, man up, and start going inside as well and changing the outcome, because we're quantum jumping and we're quantum leaping into our highest timeline, guys, by putting our best foot forward. Yeah, because if you put evil out there, that's what you're going to get in return. That is the energy that you are creating for yourself. When you live in that world, you're going to be in a perpetual cycle of it. You might come up on top for a minute by putting beings of light down, but if you get it in a nefarious way, it's going to come back around to haunt you. So let's just put positive out there and let's get some positiveness in return, okay? And to my beings of light, sometimes we end up being the karmic bait. Okay, and we signed up for this before we came here. All right, so don't think you're doing anything wrong. God, as long as you are staying in a low vibration, you're gonna be a target to to the evil in the world, and there's no way around it. So self-empower yourself, lift your vibration, and fucking put up some fucking protection between you and the the evildoers. God, I can't believe I just said that, but I did. I did pull some cards to give us the overarching theme of the reading, and I pulled those already, and I got the abandonment card, okay? So, abandonment. So, it looks like we've maybe been pushed out into the cold by everybody around us. Some people went on a witch hunt, maybe, possibly, for their own gain. It looks like you're pushed out of how the house showed up. And when we delve into the rest of the reading, we'll see what this is more about. You could have been abandoned because people wanted to steal your house or steal something from you. I don't know. Or this is just illustrating that you were abandoned and pushed out of your lack of stability that was created around you by the people around you. They definitely pushed you into an Ice Queen energy. Okay. Ice Queen energy, which I can absolutely relate to this. So let me explain this to you. You know, there gets to be a point when when you are a targeted victim of the world around you, and all of a sudden it seems like everybody, even people that are supposed to love you, are not helping or assisting you. Somehow everybody wants to see you fail and nobody's helping you. Now, when you step into that Ice Queen energy, you're just stepping back a little bit, and you're taking your emotions out of it because you realize that emotions can be weaponized against you. If you stood up for yourself and started to attack, and you, it's a futile effort because they're just going to use that against you and try and put you in a perpetual haze. So the Ice Queen energy is definitely Queen of Swords energy, and that is just using your intellect and your mind to disconnect from those that are trying to weaponize your emotions against you. If you put yourself and start gray rocking, okay, the Queen of Swords is a gray rocker. She shuts her mouth and she starts to observe the world around her and see it for what it is. When you can take your emotions out of that and start pulling up from the subconscious all the things that people are targeting and saying are bad, yeah, then you bring them to the light. And if you are addressing them and utilizing them as your strengths, they can't target them because your weaknesses become your power. Okay? So this Ice Queen energy is definitely a Sigma energy. This is someone that has been pushed out alone. And, you know, that's not a bad place to be. Nobody can fuck with you in a Sigma energy. If you are not trying to appease the masses or hide behind a negative group, they can't get at you through other people. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling an energy of a person that had to step into this Sigma energy because it didn't matter what group that she was pushed out into, or he. I'm only saying she because it says Ice Queen. So I'm definitely picking up it was a feminine energy. This can be male or female. Okay? I'm just talking energy, folks. Okay? That was pushed out, and it didn't matter where she ended up. Everybody seemed to have an agenda of her downfall. Is it all related? Who knows? Let's get into the cards and find out. All right, guys. So in this past energy, the first card I got is the Five of Swords. Okay, and so I mean, this card like traditionally represents victory, success. Like this guy is like woohoo, he thinks he's the victor. I always read this card a little bit different. I can choose to step back from a fight if the only thing on the line is my ego. This guy right here thinks that he's the winner. He does. He's all big and this is a narcissistic bully. Somebody that feels that because he's got all the swords and that these guys are walking away that he's the victor. So it's a temporary state of being, of just winning an ego battle, but really these are the victors. they've walked away. They really realize that fighting with this energy is in vain. There's no way that you you guys this is the problem in society with like group mentalities, scapegoating, bullying, just in general, narcissistic tactics, that it's unseen and it is absolutely impossible to fight and to bring to the light, because it's just an ego thing. And especially if they have a group on their side, they really can paint somebody in a bad light, especially like reactive abuse. If these people were to react, then they would just look at fault because, oh, look at them, look at how they're acting. But really, that person shook the bottle. If you shake a bottle and you open it up, it's going to fizz all over the place. I mean, what do you expect? Okay, so this was definitely strategic. This is a strategic, weaponized fight with the swords. It's all mind games and mind fuckery. Okay, and this person thinks that they've won, but really, these guys have walked away and they're not fighting, so they haven't won shit. Okay. And I'm getting, so because I got the Ace of Pentacles here, this is abundance and it's a gift from spirit. So I'm really feeling like at the core of all this whole entire struggle has to do with money. With money. Putting somebody out in the cold and abandoning someone all because of money. Yeah. And greed. This is status and power. Now, if they get it and they get everybody on their side and they get all that status and power, they're the victors. Okay? But this Ice Queen energy, you can't fight with it. And I'm picking up that little did they know that this person walked away because they could see it all very clearly, exactly what was going on. And they, instead of fighting it, yeah, they went internal and took that time to better themselves and to get stable in their own energy, because there was nothing else they could do about it. You got a couple choices when this happens to you guys. When people are leading a vicious attack against you for their own motivations, because we got to stop and think. If this is family, if this is lovers, if this is friends, if this is everybody around you targeting you, why would people do that? If people in that situation typically would come to support you and love you, right? They wouldn't want you to be, I'm a mother. And if my kid was in this situation, you bet your fucking ass that I'd be there in a flash to help him. I wouldn't continue to do things in order to harm him. There's a motivation behind it, guys. There's a motivation behind this that's very clear when things like this happen, okay? And here's the saddest thing ever that I'm picking up on. I got transition, and there's a child involved in this, okay? And with the grave on there, I'm getting that there was a child that was ripped from the parent that loved and supported him his whole life and was just used as a pawn in all this. This is called parental alienation. I'm going to, and this is sad. This is sad sack, very sensitive stuff. And this is definitely narcissistic tactic. And when a kid is involved in this, they have no other choice when they are separated from their parent but to conform to the bullying around them in order to survive. Because this is abuse. This is abuse. This kid's being ripped from everything that he knows in life. And in order to survive in this environment, he has to get on board with everybody else. Otherwise, he's not stable or secure. That is just, this is the most harmful shit when kids are involved, guys, it makes me real mad, real angry. Okay? Because no child should be like that. And you shouldn't have families or exes or anybody that wants to put a child in this situation to be used as a weapon, because that is so detrimental to that child's development and their stability. It's abuse, and it's punishable by law, by the law. And this is, I can definitely relate to this. In my situation, it's so sad because it's unseen, and it's so hard. It's so hard that you can't go to CPS because they won't even help you with that. They say get a lawyer. You don't have to put hands on a kid to abuse them. And this is horrible. Taking a kid from everything that they know should be the last resort and should be a huge red flag. A huge red flag. And no parent that is co-parenting should ever want to do that to a child. So when you see this around you, you all of a sudden see a kid upheaved and ripped from everything that they know and have another parent just blasting them. Really look at that person's motivation. And I'm getting this was all for money. All of it for money. Sick. Okay. Let's go into the subconscious and see who we have guiding us in this. Okay. Let's see what's unseen in this situation. I'll be right back. All right. So I'm just kind of saging out the energy in here. I've got 528, the love frequency playing, because we really need to open our heart in this situation here, guys. When it involves children, this is where the real masculinity test comes in, you guys. Okay? Jesus was incarnated on this planet to teach and to create leaders and show men how to interact with each other and to really be protective of those that can't protect themselves, women and children. Okay? And any male that has attacked or weaponized or used the weak to elevate themselves has a real wake-up call on their way. Because if you were in this situation as a masculine or a masculine energy, you don't have to be male or female. If you stepped into a masculine energy to weaponize against a child, just know that if you weren't cooperative in trying to resolve the problem, or if you were trying to benefit from it, there will be harsh karma to pay as we come up out of the Kali Yuga. Okay? And that's, we are in the golden age. This is that time of resolve. The veil is thinning, guys, and really all of this can be seen so much easier than it could before. And people are definitely wanting resolve in the greater collective, because all of this is coming to the light, where people are really clearly able to see what used to be unseen. We're that gift of illumination is being given to more and more folks as we wake up and people hit that 4D energy. Especially court systems or people in higher positions. It's very easy for them to see these tactics now. So you're not escaping it. There's going to be resolve regardless. So if you're eating a banana right now and just watching this happen, you better do something about it. Otherwise, you are no better than they are. Do you understand? Or if you found that you were a pawn in any of this, if people were utilizing your emotions against you to cause harm to a child or a female or somebody that's underrepresented without a voice, that's being oppressed by the people around her, especially people she loves, or that family that should be supporting her. Wake up. It's time. Because judgment is upon you. Okay? This is a real intense reading today, so trigger warning, disclaimer. We do have Hahaya in the 5D guiding us and protecting us, guys. And this is politics and ambition. Wins judgments. and protects all those who seek the truth. These are my truth speakers, my truth tellers. Okay, and these are for my beings of light who realized it was a futile effort to join them. Was not a player in this game of manipulation. They removed themselves. They focused on the love and the light and self-actualization, which is the self-healing journey, because that's all we can do is better ourselves. We can't become a victim to it. We have to strengthen ourselves and start to realize that the only role we have in this game is to better ourselves, step back and learn from it. These are my lifelong learners, those that seek knowledge, my spiritual warriors. Okay? Spiritual warriors are just those that learn from one another, even if it's a negative lesson. So this person this reading is for today is definitely of that nature. That they have taken all of the negativity and harm done to them and learned from it and are helping the greater collective from it. Okay? They're bringing all of this into the light so that others may to combat fear and ignorance and injustice in this world. Okay? We're lifting the consciousness to a higher vibration, and they understand that delicate balance of we need the dark. We do. It's nothing to be feared. We need the dark in order for the light to prevail. Because without it, we can't learn. So we needed these dark entities, these dark beings, these people overtaken by status and power and their own gains in order to transmute all of that energy and bring it out as knowledge for the greater collective. Okay? Now, what would have been really, really, really unfortunate is if that person just rolled up in a victim ball and allowed all of this to transpire. But I'm talking to my spiritual warriors, okay? And you didn't do this. The person I'm speaking to today did not do this. No, they took each one of those lessons and transmuted it into creativity and gave it back out as knowledge for the greater collective. So there's purpose in this. And it's unfortunate that we need the dark in order for the light to prevail, but we have to, and that's what this world is all about. It's all about bettering ourselves and evolving, okay? It's about evolving as a human race together to see problems and effecting change from it. But it takes a badass person to put themselves in this. So by brave warriors today, whoever I'm speaking to, and but this is unacceptable. Unacceptable to put a child in this. Unacceptable. Okay? So in the subconscious, I got the Knight of Wands. It was upright, which is fast action. So this is coming to a fast resolve. This Wands is that purpose and power that whoever I'm speaking to today grasped, and they saw the issue at hand. They saw exactly what was going on. And they harnessed that energy to fiercely push forward rapidly to effect change and bring it all to the light. God loves this. God loves this energy. When you can transmute and alchemize, it's when you become the magician, and then your self-healing becomes the magic, the intent of what you are putting out there. Okay? And I'm seeing that this was a real hard process for you, though. Okay? Disappointments won't make me fear dreaming big. That, dude, I know, man. This, I mean, when it involves your babies, and it involves your babies, the only thing you can do is harness the power to change that for your baby. So that child was a real catalyst for your growth and change. Yeah. And you pushed past all that. You didn't understand it, but by getting away from it, you were able to observe it and understand it better by watching it and not being in it. Sometimes we can't be in the world, guys. When you're in the game, I always say this all the time. This is why we have coaches. This is why we have people, because when you're in the game, you only see the next play. You don't see the whole field. So you got to remove yourself from it sometimes. Okay? All right, so this is somebody that has done that. And once again, you're sitting in, this person that I'm talking to is sitting in their Queen of Pentacles energy. That this is somebody that's very grounded in their root chakra. They understand the power of transmutation and the connection to abundance and to the material world. They're not overtaken by status and power. They don't want any of that. They're fair and they're balanced, and they understand that delicate nature that power has and that money has. That there's a duty and obligation to take material abundance and balance that out in the world around them. They're not using it to elevate themselves. All right? But this was targeted. It was targeted. Okay? You were seen as abundance, and they were targeting that abundance for themselves. So they had a calculated reason to put you down so that they could come on top. But the wheel is turning, guys. Otherwise, I don't even think I would be having this reading today if that Wheel of Fortune wasn't turning. It's a 9 year. We're in our 9s, guys. Okay? And confirmation right here, the Sun card. That's your inner child. Everything is going to be resolved. Promise you. Okay? This is joy, success, celebration, positivity. I feel the joy of being alive, knowledge, truth, and clarity. The sun is out. And all of this is absolutely, everything is laid out in front now. None of this is hidden. And it's actively being resolved. Okay? So rest assured, you can sleep well at night knowing that you did the work that was necessary for clarity. Let's see what's going on right here, right now. Let's get more into this and yeah, see what's going on. I'll be right back. All right, so right here, right now, I got the evil eye. So there's definitely people watching you. You are being watched right now because you are coming up into your north node. Okay, and your success and your healing is not what they expected. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is definitely turning. I got the Six of Pentacles, which is balance. This is restoring balance. So balance is being restored. So that as we speak, that can be your confirmation on that in this. And so, but it's definitely you're getting some evil intentions. So please do your spiritual bath. So take a bath in Himalayan rock salt each day, and definitely put up your protection by aligning your chakras, connecting with your prana, cutting your cords. Anybody here's a little trick. Okay, I want to give you guys like one of my favorite little rituals. Anybody you feel like is giving you the stink eye, anybody invested in your downfall, what I do is I do my cord cutting ritual. I connect in with my prana. I balance out all my chakras. I call them to the light, and I connect my cords to them. And it's just ending contracts, any soul contracts, any ties that pull you towards them and allows them to manipulate their energy and your energy energetically. You don't want that. You want to take that away. So I just, with Archangel Michael and my spirit team and the Ascended Masters, I call them in on the cord cutting ritual. And I sever that cord and I rip up the contract. And I just tell them, with full acceptance for the lessons that you've taught me, I'm cutting all cords from past lives, present life, and future lives, all timelines, from all spiritual and earth contracts that I no longer wish to go forward in this lifetime with you. And then I call in my personal power, and I let them know that they are not allowed to utilize or weaponize divine energy against me. And with love and light, I return all of that to the sender, because it's only fair that what they've projected towards you, they get to experience themselves. Okay. And then I call them into spiritual court. I ask the Ascended Masters for any harm that was directed at me be called into spiritual court, and I shut them down real quick. And then I take their on a piece of paper, I list all their names, and I say all weapons formed against me shall not prosper. And I fold it up and I bind it with string, and I throw it in the freezer. So it's a freezer spell is what it's called, and it just allows them not to weaponize or give you the stink eye. All right, and then you got to keep your energy up. Okay, move your body each day, attend to your sacral energy, get out in nature and transmute the feelings as they come awry. Because if you get yourself back in a lower vibration, they'll be able to weaponize that. So let's combat fear and ignorance, folks, by keeping our energy up and by remaining happy and focused in our mission and purpose. Okay, let's not let the dark overtake the light, folks. Okay, so with love and light, let's restore that balance. And that's all we're doing. And in this energy, you're not harming anybody. You're just protecting yourself and restoring balance. It's all done with love and light. And remember that, with love and light, with no ill intent. Okay, because nothing in you should want to harm anybody else ever. By doing that, by succumbing to the same evils, okay, that's why we do this shadow work, is so that we can stop it. And we don't have to partake in the same abuse that was done to us. We have to stop it. We can't act out of character or out of pocket. Okay? Only way to combat fear and ignorance is just by giving yourself knowledge and, attending to self and healing yourself. It's the only thing you can do, because then it's obvious. Then everything that you are about, it presents itself naturally, and you don't even have to defend yourself. It's just who you are. Okay? All right. So I'm definitely getting, unfortunately here, that there are karmic feminines involved in this. So this is definitely feminine. This is toxic feminine energy, jealousy. It's a bunch of bitches that are like jealous of you. They just want your love and your energy. They can't be you. But guess what? By telling the universe that they want to be you and they want to put you down so that they can take your light, they'll get everything you got. Trust me, they will. And you remember the bullshit you had to go through? They get to go through that too now. Because if they want to be you, you didn't just arrive here just like this, shiny and new and successful. Fuck no. Diamonds. A diamond. And this is my friend Crystal. My friend Crystal always, she always talks about the power of the diamond. The diamond didn't just arrive as this beautiful gem. It took pressure to build it. So anybody that's jealous of you and harming you out of jealousy will have to go through that same process to become the diamond. Okay? So just be careful what you put out there, guys, because you will get it. If you tell the universe that's what you want, you will get it. But sometimes you have to understand what it took for them to get there. Okay? All right. And then family. This was family that also did this to you. Yeah. That's sick, sad world shit right there. It's sick, sad world shit. It's like almost like medieval bullshit. You know what I mean? Like the people attacking, like when the heir to the throne and everyone tries to kill them. This is fucking some old school past bullshit that I feel like I'm picking up on. But remember, curse breakers, you're putting an end to this. You're not going to engage in this, and you're going to put an end to it for your children and your children's children in order to stop the cycle of bullshit in your family. Somebody has to put an end to it. It's the fucking toughest job there is, especially to do it with a smile, but I know you can do it, okay? All the conflict, all the conflict is being resolved. Karma is being handed out as we speak. And yeah, Hahaya is definitely on your side, assisting in this in the 5D. All right, so let's check out what's going to go on here in the future. And then I'm going to be done with this one. It's a real tough one today, especially because it involves children, and I don't like that. Okay? I don't like that at all. I'll be right back. All right, so in the future, I pulled another angel card just because I felt like we needed some more angel love here. And I got Vihuya and Will and New Beginnings. So he's here to assist you in this new beginning, this new chapter in your life, because everything's being resolved as we speak. And this is a new life for you. It's a new life for you. Okay? With all this, you've known this conflict for so long. And it's definitely a weird transition that takes mourning to go through, because even though you knew exactly what was going on this whole time, it's still going to take a process to get through it. There's still feelings and stuff in the subconscious that you got to get out and deal with because of it. So, but we know how to do this in a healthy way. But Vihulia is here to help you transition with this. Assist with difficult and great undertakings. Your life purpose was a crazy one. To bring all of this to the light. All right. You are definitely, the Most High has your back. You are protected. And you have a team of angels and the ascended masters and your guides. And definitely feeling the ancestral love. I see the ancestors everywhere. They are so proud of you. They're giving me the same scene that I see all the time, where they're all eating popcorn and watching like in the bleachers with the big foam fingers and shit, like cheering you on. Yeah, you're not alone in this journey. It might have felt like a lonely one, but you're not alone, okay? Vihulia is with you. I'm seeing that this is all resolving, okay? Loss can open the door for a new beginning. This is transitional release, okay? And it's going to take some time, but you'll get there. But there's an ending. There's a hard ending to this. But man, were you strong. You were strong as fuck. You're fearless. Oh, you were fearless, but you had that in you the whole time. You were incarnated on this planet with an ability to handle this. And chosen one. God knew. God knew this whole time. He was like, let him or her be. They've got this. They've got this. You connected in to your intuition and you let it guide you. You knew. You knew that God had your back the whole time. Yeah, always. All right, with strength. My compassion to myself sets the foundation for my compassion to others. And yeah, with an uncanny ability, whoever I'm speaking to, God bless you. You can see the people that have harmed you and demask them and know exactly what motivates them and still feel love for them. Yeah, because they are just in a different phase of the self-healing journey. You're not going to rescue them. No, you're not. You're going to let them deal with their karma, because that's the whole point of this rebalancing, is they have to experience exactly what they put you through in order to arrive where you are right now. They'll get there. They'll get there. But without experience, we fail to grow. And this is a warning. Whenever the divine puts this in my head, it's a warning. Don't save others from their karma. Don't rescue them. Don't accept that behavior, because they'll never learn otherwise. Okay? And this is definitely has everything to do with money. Okay? Money coming from the sky. You're getting it back. This is yours, not theirs. They will not be rewarded for these efforts. Okay? And, okay? Because you had an awakening. Without this awakening, without stepping into who you are, but this was a catalyst for that. And that's what they didn't understand the whole time. By putting you through this, it's what made you who you are and gave you this great awakening. Single, successful, and sexy. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I can see you from over here, you sexy bitch. All right. right, guys, that's all I have. I'm going to put a link in the description to Teal Swan's video on parental alienation. I really think that we need to educate ourselves on this because it is abuse to do this to children. And it needs to be stopped. And if you are involved, if you are anywhere in the spectrum, victim, rescue, persecutor, awakener, doesn't matter. If you see this injustice and you don't do anything about it, you will be just as guilty as everybody else. So this is God saying to you that you have the choice now to step up and say something about this and help put an end to it, or you can suffer your karmas like everybody else. Okay? Flying monkeys, time to wake up. Put the banana down and use your voice and gift that gift of, intellect and intuition and empower yourself to stand up for those that can't. And that's children. It's children. They don't have a voice. They're the only victims in this. Got it? If this video helped you in any way, don't forget to hit the like button, follow me, put some comments in. It all helps out the channel. And if you'd like a personal reading, my link is also in the description. You can find me on Medium Chat. I'm always available to help. Most, like 5 days a week at least, you can find me on there. First 3 minutes are free. Okay, guys, we're all suffering the human condition together. So be kind to yourself, but be kinder to those around you. Love and light.